Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe, and today I'm doing a Snapchat Q&A video. I've seen a lot of my YouTuber friends do this, like Patrick Star and Desi Perkins, and I thought I would give it a try. Look like friends. I've moved since my last Q&A. I've had lots of stuff happen, and I just wanted to touch base and get a little connected with you guys. Yeah, stay tuned.
I wanted to ask you, where do you get your chill vibe from? Like, your voice,
Thank you so much. I don't know how to answer that. I'm just a mellow person. Unless it's time to party, then I'm a little bit, I get tired.
I'm just wondering what kind of education you have, whether college or trade school.
I went to school for makeup. There was like a community college and one of the programs was makeup. And because I didn't want to spend like 20-30 grand on makeup school, I went that option. And that was around the time where I first got my like new place and I was kind of out of high school and kind of missed half of the classes, trying to work and blah blah blah. Anyways, terrible.
What is your opinion about the Gerard Cosmetics Bullying Scandal? Love you, bye.
I don't really know much about that, the bullying scandal. It's always hard with any type of scandal or any type of situation like that because there's always two sides to the story and usually things can get blown up way out of proportion. So I don't really know anything about that scandal in particular, but I would imagine that whatever information that we have as outsiders to the situation could be a little bit different. I don't even know what it is, but I know with scandals, I always kind of keep my distance unless I'm personally affected or I know people who are personally affected by it, and I leave it at that. I try not to speak on things that I don't know anything about.
What's your favorite place that you've ever traveled to? I love you.
I love you too. Actually, I would, oh, little guy's trying to get up in my video. I love Jamaica. It was really great to see a little bit of my culture and where my family came from, and I think it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. I got to stay with family there and the beaches are great, the food is amazing, the fruit was amazing. It was unlike any other experience I've had. I still want to travel a ton, so we'll see if that answer changes.
So we were just wondering how you got started in the makeup world. Did you start on YouTube or did you go to school? Like, listen, hey Sandra, we love you so much. You're an inspiration to us. It's almost sickening like how inspiring it's gross.
Thank you. You guys are freaking hilarious. Anyways, thank you for the love. I did go to makeup school kinda, and getting connected in my community by, you know, talking to people doing fashion shows that were kind of local and just being loud about the fact that I'm a makeup artist, putting my pictures out there on like Facebook. I started working at MAC. That really helped to get my clientele built. Then Instagram came along and I started putting my work out that way, and that kind of broadened my audience because people who might not come into MAC could see my stuff online. Then I started doing YouTube and that broadened it even more.
You have a very distinct makeup style. How did you start? Like, how did you learn that's what you like?
I found that traditional makeup didn't really look good on me. Like, I always had to just kind of make stuff up. Sometimes when you focus too much on the textbook and techniques and stuff like that you're taught, it can diminish your own personal style. So with a lot of things, I've always been someone who likes to customize, and I just find that if I do whatever I want and kind of follow my bone structure and just think about how I want it to appear, I think about the mood that I want to set more so than the actual look I want to create.
Hey Sandra, love you. Excuse the appearance. I wanted to know what your tips would be to starting freelance makeup and a makeup kit.
Okay, so to start a makeup kit or freelancing, I would definitely recommend letting people know that that's what you're doing. You know, use social media. It's a really great tool. In terms of building your kit, think about who your clientele is and buy things according to that. What I did when I first started with my kit is I bought 4 foundations that were water-based. I got the Face and Body from MAC, and now they also have the concealer palette, which is awesome. So you can do like the dark and the medium or the light or whatever, and it's a really great way to kind of like mix and customize your own foundation colors for different skin types. I would also recommend, like, Morphe has really great palettes, and Makeup Geek TV is really affordable for like starter makeup kits and palettes and stuff like that. If you can get started that way, and then you yourself get to decide which brands that you like, which works for your makeup style, and then, you know, buy brands once you start making that monies. that suit your style and, you know, what you like.
Hey, I'm Sandra. I just want to ask, how did you come about to start your YouTube channel, and what advice would you give someone that wants to start one? I love you, by the way.
Thank you. Okay, so for starting a YouTube channel, I would recommend keep it simple. Invest in something that will perform for you and maybe you can have for a long time. I actually started with a webcam. I use a Canon Rebel T4i, and you can even get an older model, like a T3i is really awesome as well. You could buy one used like on Craigslist or Amazon or whatever, get an older model. That's how I film all of my videos. Lighting helps really well. If you don't have access to something like that, you know, makeshift lighting, use your lamps or whatever you gotta do to give yourself enough light, and also natural light is really awesome. You don't have to focus on having everything perfect right away because you'll never produce anything. Start slow, start advertising yourself on Instagram, have really great thumbnails, communicate with your YouTube community, watch videos, see what people want. If there's something that's like a trend, people, you know, might want to click on your link. Also have your own style. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Do things the way that you want to do and have confidence in what you're doing. You don't have to be like every other beauty guru, because if you're trying to be someone else, you might as well watch the originator. You might as well be you, and then that makes you unique and sets you apart, and that makes people want to subscribe to you.
First of all, I just want to say I'm a huge fan of you. We always talk about you at work at Sephora Guildford. But my question is, will you ever do a meet and greet here in Man City?
I totally could. I think that'd be freaking awesome.
My question is, when you travel, do you travel alone by choice, or is it because your friends can't come? And the reason why I'm asking is because sometimes I feel like I want to go by myself, but I'm scared. A
lot of times I travel by myself because of work. It doesn't always fit everybody's schedule to just kind of wisp away with me. I really love to travel by myself as long as you're being really safe, you're not getting wasted, you know. And especially as a female traveling by yourself, it's really important to be safe. You know, let your hotel know that who you are and get connected that way. Be really smart with what you're doing and where you're doing it. I like choosing a hotel that's fun in itself so I can be safe there and just go up to my room after.
Excuse the face, but what's one thing you do when you're feeling a little uninspired when it comes to doing makeup? How do you get that inspiration back? And love you, by the way.
Let me do. If I have something that I want to showcase, like let's say I want to do like an orange lip, I might go on Pinterest and search like editorial orange lip and then figure out a way to make, you know, something wearable. I can pull inspiration that way.
Hi, I love you. I just wanted to know, what are some of your insecurities, if you have them, and how do you deal with them?
I always felt like I'm kind of weird, and I feel like people won't necessarily like me or just think that I'm weird or that I have weird thoughts, because I think a little bit differently, and you know, I don't know if everybody agrees, and I'm learned to enroll people in my weirdness. You can be a safe place for other people to be, you know, weird or to share how they feel and just to be open and honest and stuff like that. I know I have like kind of like a weird sense of humor, and it's my personality, which is so weird because I share it with people online, and it was really hard for me to be able to talk in my videos and stuff like that. But I think that's like the main thing, is like wondering how people, you know, take in how I look and how I act and my personality, and I'm kind of goofy, and like people think that I might be a certain way and I'm not, or I am, or whatever. Those are kind of the things that I deal with mostly. That's kind of like an insecurity thing.
What are some of your makeup pet peeves?
A pet peeve for me is people who want to shame other people for the way that they want to do their makeup. Sometimes I've seen people wear stuff that I personally wouldn't wear, but I see the confidence they carry with it. They just look like, I look delicious. And the confidence that you get from putting on that really crazy whatever it is, or something really intense, I'm like, do your thing. If you feel like a scrumptious sexy beast, then I will compliment you on it, because I see the confidence you get from it. A makeup pet peeve for me is someone trying to tell other people that they're doing something that's wrong. If someone feels good, that's none of anybody's business. And yeah, wear it with pride and feel scrumptious. And that's my makeup pet peeve, is people hating on other people's makeup. Like,
What age, or what was the first time that you noticed that you were really interested and passionate about makeup? Love your videos.
Thank you.
Much love.
I'd always play around with makeup like after school and stuff like that, but I was always too scared to wear makeup because I didn't feel like I was pretty, and I actually hated the way that I looked. And I felt like if I wore makeup, it would attract more attention to it. So I was never confident enough to actually wear makeup, and that's why when people say stuff like, oh, you're just trying to hide behind makeup, or you're trying to, you know, you're wearing makeup because you don't feel like you're pretty as is, I feel like it takes a certain amount of self-love and like confidence to want to decorate yourself with makeup. Like, when you love something, when you're excited about something, you want to dress it up. Just like if you're, you know, going out to dinner and you wear nice clothes, you wear a nice outfit, you want to decorate yourself because you feel good about yourself. So it actually took a little bit of me, like just wearing a little bit of mascara and then realizing it's not a big deal and that I'm actually decorating myself, and I felt great. It made me feel awesome, and you know, that little voice that was telling me that I'm ugly or, you know, that I'm not pretty was fading away, and I found it was a new way to be self-expressed. And it wasn't like I was doing makeup in order to be pretty, because I know straight across eyebrows, you know, isn't necessarily pretty, or like certain makeup things I would do aren't necessarily considered pretty, but I felt like banging in it, and I was like, cool, this is something that I really like. So I think I always kind of knew that I loved makeup. I didn't actually get the confidence to be able to wear makeup until I was like 15, and I wore a little bit of mascara to school, and I was so embarrassed, but then I realized it was okay. And then this happened. Do I just grow?
What advice you have for young girls wanting to be successful in life?
Set yourself a goal of what you want for yourself and your life, and it can be as crazy or as big as you want, because I think anything really is achievable if you work towards it. What I like to set myself up for, which I struggle with myself, is I have myself a goal. Everything that you do in life is either going to bring you towards that or bring you away from it. So what I like to say for people who want to be successful in anything is to keep your eyes on the prize, whatever that may be, and start taking actions consistent with being whatever it is that you want to be. And over time, if you're constantly making those forward step actions, taking those actions, things will start to come into place to make you into this thing that you've created for yourself. And that doesn't need to be a title. It could be a way of life. Like, I want to have a comfortable home, and I want to feel good when I step in my house, and I want to have, you know, things that make me feel happy. And those are the things that you should consider in any aspect of life. Does this fit into what I'm really committed to in life, what I want to be or where I want to be? Or is it taking me away from it? Because it's going to be either or of those things. There's not like a halfway thing. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult. It can be exciting. It can be thrilling. It could be positive, really, really positive, because it's bringing you towards something that you really, 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 really want. And I think that's where success comes from. It doesn't have to be up to anybody else's standards, but your own. Whatever you want, whatever it may be, you can attain it by taking actions consistent with what you're about and what you're actually committed to. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this Q&A. Let me know if you like videos like this. I'm thinking about setting up some type of vlog thing and just talking a little bit more in my videos, because I feel like I get a little bit reserved and don't speak, and I feel like it's such a great way to connect with everybody who shows me so much love every day, and I want to stay connected with you guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow, and love yourself, and stay pretty, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Any requests for videos, I'm taking them, and yeah, thank you for your continued support throughout my YouTube journey, and yeah, add me on Snapchat. Bye. Okay, see ya.